Hey guys, so this is going to be my college overview of my first semester, or is it first quarter of college, and I thought it had its ups and downs, and I definitely thought there was more ups and downs, but I thought I'd share with you guys my whole experience since I did, as you guys know, I moved from Virginia and I went all the way across the country to Los Angeles. And I thought I'd just share with you guys my experience because I did move away from home. I am in a whole new place. I'm basically here alone and all that stuff. So first of all, if you have not noticed from my shirt or from my videos or basically haven't figured it out, I go to FIDM. Woo! Ever since my junior year of high school, I've known that I would be going to FIDM, and I am just so happy I made the choice and moved out here. And it's very different, and I'm going to share my experience with you. So as you guys can see from the background, these are some of my projects I've done. And I thought I'd go over my classes, go over some of my experience and all that. So, as you guys know or don't know, when I applied to FIDM, I applied as a merchandise marketing student, and I'm no longer in that major. After the second day, I chose visual communications. So I have a whole video about this already, about why I chose visual communications over merchandise marketing, which you guys definitely should go check it out, but I'll just break it down really fast. I chose visual communications because I do not have an analytical mind, and I thought I wanted to be a buyer or own my own store, but I don't really want to. I've always wanted to be a stylist, and I could choose either merchandise marketing or visual communications. I chose merchandise marketing because I thought it was more practical, where in reality I was basically setting myself up to fail, because I just when they went over the whole year or 2 years that I would be there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not happy. I thought it was gonna be better than this, and I knew I would struggle the whole time and just not be happy. So I chose visual communications because it's for the very creative minds, for the people who like to work hands-on, and that's who I am. I'm very hands-on, as you can see. I'm very creative. I love painting, drawing, designing, and doing videos. I'm very artsy, I guess you could say, and creative. So that's why I chose visual communications, and it's also because I want to be a stylist, and that's more stylist than merchandise marketing. So that's my rundown. Okay, so also answer another question. Yes, I do go to a school where other beauty gurus go to. I'm not going to say, you guys probably know, because they're bigger gurus than I am, obviously, and you guys probably know who they are, and a ton of different people, YouTubers and celebrities actually have gone to FIDM, which is pretty cool. But other than that, I'm going to jump into my visual communications classes. So as you can see back here, I have a lot of art projects, and as I said, that's what visual communications basically is. So these ones that you see right here are from my color and design class. I absolutely love that class. I love painting and drawing, and that's basically what it is. It was basically learning about the colors, monochromatic schemes, achromatic schemes. It's just talking about color, which I thought was really great because I learned about that last year in my AP photography classes and my fashion design classes, but this time I got to go more in depth to where I actually understand. So we had these little projects that we had to do. A lot of them are all painting, and they were just really fun. It was very hands-on, and I loved it. So my other class I had was Survey of Visual Communications, and I love that class because first of all, I absolutely love and adore all the people. They're so nice and just so amazing. And in that class, I made this bag, and this bag is BCBG Max Azria, and we all got to choose a designer. So I chose Max Azria of BCBG because I literally own a lot of his clothes because I'm obsessed with him, and I love that his target market is for my age, but then it could also be up to early 40s or late 40s. So this is mine, and my inspiration, here's my inspiration board. My inspiration was his envelope clutches from his 2013 fall runway show, and this is just my little inspiration board. This is Max Azria, and this is what I made. I thought it was really cool. It's just foam board, and I just built it myself and thought it was really cool and really exciting because I made it. So yeah, this class is very hands-on. You build the bag the whole time, and I thought it was really amazing. We made a little runway show. We made these little inspirations and sketches like I just showed you. It was just an amazing class. I loved it. Another thing in that class is that we made an inspiration notebook, and as you guys know, I love my inspiration notebooks. I'm just going to show you. Here is my one from high school from my photography class, and this one I basically just had my photos that I have taken myself since I was in photography. And that's just all that. And then last year also I was in a fashion design class, so I had my inspiration notebook / croquis book where I drew tons of designs. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen all this, but here's just a little rundown of all my stuff. In survey visual communications, we had to make a inspiration notebook, and I absolutely love that because I love them. So this is what mine looks like. Just give you a quick little run through. Audrey Hepburn, because everyone loves her. I'm always inspired by her. Little quotes, some paint swatches I painted, a little elephant I drew. Here's the London look I drew, and then BCBG. All these pictures are actually on my Instagram because whenever I do a project, I put them on Instagram. So definitely go check out AD17XX for my Instagram to see all my projects because I put them on there every time I finish one. So yeah. So my other classes I actually had were ideation sketching, and that was one of my favorite classes, but it was my hardest class. I put all of it in here. In ideation sketching basically was a class where we sketched room plans and floor plans, and I thought it was really cool. And it was really hard because like we have graph paper, but you guys do not understand how hard it is to draw a straight line without a ruler. I don't know why it's so hard for me, but I just can't draw straight lines or cut straight lines. So yeah, we made room plans. Just show you really fast. I'll probably zoom in on this or like something. So yeah, we did that. These are my little paper versions. You can barely see them, but here's the colored versions. So here's little swatches, and then this is my Gap Deco store, and then a living room, a little end table, a little chair, a sofa, the library from FIDM. I love the library at FIDM. It's so amazing. There's so many resources. It's like mind-blowing. And then here's my classroom. Here's the other side of the classroom. Here's the classroom. So yeah, those are my ideation sketching. Other than those 3 classes, I had 2 more classes, which makes 5, but the 2 classes I actually took did not count for credits because I needed to take them before I took other ones. And those are writing skills and math skills, and I had to take those before I take English and math college-wise. Mostly because I needed it because I'm really bad at that stuff, and because when I came to FIDM, I didn't even know you were supposed to take like a test, or like if you didn't take AP math or AP English. And I was like, so I came in to FIDM to register, and they're like, oh, you need to take a test. I'm like, what? So I took a test, and I think I failed or something because I had to take a test. I had to take the classes. So I took math skills and writing skills, but I'm so happy I did because honestly, it made me realize how much I did not learn in high school, middle school, and elementary school. I've always like, in high school and middle school, I kind of just breezed by because if I think about it, I was very like, okay. I really love FIDM because they know how to teach like my kind of mind, like my like creative mind. In high school and like middle school, I've always felt out of place and lonely because all my friends have like more than a 4.0. Virginia is very competitive to where it's super annoying. Since I'm Asian, I have a lot of expectations to be the stereotypical straight A Asian, and I never got straight A's. I've always had C's or B's and a few A's. And even one year I had a D in math because I wasn't there for half the year because I had a medical condition and all that. But other than that, I've just never really understood, like, I'm not dumb. I would never say I was dumb or stupid. My mind just doesn't click with the subjects. Like, I don't click with history, math, English, science. That's like all the core subjects that you take in elementary school, middle school, high school, and I just never, I understand it, but I'm not a good test taker, and that's obviously like all of your grade, which are tests, and I think I have like test anxiety or something because I'm just so bad at them. And the funny thing is that my teachers never understood why I tested so bad or why I would get a bad grade because I'm one of the hardest workers ever. If you know me or ever seen me work, I put 110% and like I put my all into everything, yet I fail at this stuff. I just never really succeeded. Like I never got straight A's. Like I thought I personally, you would think I would be getting straight A's, but no. I get like C's and B's. That was my basically grade point average. So yeah, I really like FIDM because I really liked having my math class and English class because I basically learned everything again, so I actually understand it because they teach it for like creative minds because they know we can't like understand it. And I know back in high school and middle school, I always just felt alone because everyone's so smart and I'm here like, am I stupid? I'm like, I can't do anything. I always felt so stupid, but like, I'm not stupid. I just don't really, my mind just doesn't learn that way. I'm a very hands-on learner, creative learner, and in school they just give you a test, give you a book, and you gotta go. And no, that is not me. So yeah. Homesickness. You guys always ask me if I'm homesick. I am. I honestly don't go a day without calling my mom, talking to my rabbit, talking to my sister. I always do it every single day. And it's not like I'm one of those people ever who was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry because I'm like not with anyone. It's just like I'm lonely. Like no one I know lives out here on the West Coast, so I'm basically here alone. But I made that decision to come out here alone and just live my life because I know Los Angeles is the place I need to be to follow my dreams and do everything I want to do. And back home in Virginia, it's basically all government, and if you want to be a lawyer or work in the government, you don't belong there. So me being in fashion, don't belong in Virginia. I either belong in New York or Los Angeles, and I chose Los Angeles mostly because since I do YouTube, I didn't move out here because of YouTube, because I honestly don't really do anything with YouTube, unfortunately, since I'm not really that successful, or like no one really watches me. But I came out here because I thought it would just be more successful, because since all the celebrities are out here, I want to be a fashion stylist. I want to go to the FIDM, you know, just all of that just kind of contributed to that. Other things about living alone, it's very interesting. Another thing that you really notice in college is that you definitely figure out who your real friends are. From high school, I really don't talk to like anyone, quite honestly. I was never one of those big popular people or anything. I wouldn't even say that because I was pretty like non-social, because I always spent my time at home talking to my camera, watching TV. I'm never really that social person. Another thing about FIDM is that you don't have a social life, which doesn't really bother me because I never really had a social life, so whatever. So you really honestly figure out who your friends are. Like honestly, I honestly don't talk to that many people, nor do people really talk to me. Like my text messages on my phone, people are like, Amanda, you got a text message. I'm like, oh yeah, just Twitter, because like, you know, I have no friends. Very interesting, I know. Also, with me moving out here, I don't have a car, so it's kind of annoying because I have to take the metro and public transportation, and I'm not really about that life, but I have to be about that life. So yeah, I've gone the metro like once to Hollywood, and that wasn't too bad. I haven't used the real buses yet because they look really crowded, and I've seen some really sketchy people on those buses, and I just haven't explored that yet. Basically, I go anywhere I can walk. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to gain the freshman 15 since I have a job where I move around a lot and lift up things, and also since I don't have a car, I walk around literally everywhere. It's when I see a car or even go in a car, it's very foreign to me. I'm like, what? A car? Like you can actually sit and go somewhere? Yeah, Amanda. Instead of like walking around, it's kind of like weird to me if I don't walk around. But yeah, I've been pretty fit, so I don't think I'm gaining the freshman 15, even though I eat a lot of junk food since I don't really know how to cook a nice. I really miss a home cooked meal. Like honestly, like I eat like frozen food all the time. Like last night I had a frozen chicken barbecue pizza, and that was frozen, and it was good. I loved it, but like honestly, like that's not a really good diet at all. Like I eat vegetables, the occasional meat, because I'm afraid of making meat because I don't want to get salmonella. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions about FIDM, definitely FIDM. So if you guys have any questions about FIDM or about my college life, definitely tell me that down below, because I want to have a whole video dedicated to FIDM, because you guys always ask me questions, and I'd rather you just all have it on one video. And I know a lot of people, since I've gone to FIDM, everyone kind of figured it out, and like they want to know more about it since they might want to go there. I definitely want to do a question and answer video about FIDM, so let me know your questions down below so I can do that. And if you guys can probably notice, I really like FIDM. I really like that I moved out here. I'm really glad I made that change and a new chapter in my life. I'm very, very happy. I do always have those sad days where like I miss everyone. I want to be with everyone. I'm just sad being alone. And everyone out here honestly has a boyfriend. Let me just say that as a side note. Me, Amanda, being single for life, like I have no boyfriend. It's just like everyone, it's like weird. Like everyone I talk to is older than me and has a boyfriend. And they're like, Amanda, do you have a boyfriend? Have you had a boyfriend? I'm like, yeah, if you want to count a high school. Oh my god, what was that? How was it really quick? I don't remember that closet door open. Oh no, I opened that closet door. Okay. So I'm home alone, as you guys can probably tell, and I got really creeped out. So what was I even saying? Okay, so what I was saying was, if you guys have any questions, oh no, I was talking about how me being single. Okay, so everyone I've met out here has a boyfriend has boy drama and all that stuff, and me being Amanda, being single for life, basically, party of one. It's very funny to listen to other people's conversations about boys, since I honestly have no boy in my life. And people are always like, Amanda, do you have a boyfriend? Have you had a boyfriend before? I'm always like, yeah, I guess you could say that, because I honestly, like, my high school boyfriend, like, I don't really count that as a relationship, because we had no cars. It was just, it was awkward. Like, I honestly don't even remember why it was over, which I don't even know. Like, it was just awkward. That awkward high school relationship. And I never really had a real relationship, I would say. But everyone has boyfriends out here, and they're like, Amanda, you don't have a boyfriend? Oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I'm happy single for life. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions about FIDM, definitely leave that down below, because I would love to answer them for you. Or if you have any questions about moving out here or living by myself, my college life, any questions that you have about my life, definitely leave that down below, and I would love to answer them. Probably answer them down there, or make a whole new video answering your guys' questions, so definitely ask. But why do I keep burping? I'm so sorry. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video, and bye! Yay!